Hello and welcome to LMU Community TV News. I'm Ashley Collingsworth. I hope you're having a great week. Now let's turn to the stories that we have for you today. Following record-setting rain and more in the forecast for the upcoming weekend, the Tennessee Valley Authority continues to leave the spillway gates open at Norris Dam. The gates have been open since last Tuesday afternoon. Crowds continue to gather to watch the rare occurrence, as it is the first time TVA has spilled the dam since April of 2013. Large crowds can watch the spill from both the lower level and the upper overlooks that remain open for the spectators. Just one day before the opening of the Norris Dam spillway, the Fort Loudon Dam was spilled, but TVA wanted to wait until Tuesday to do the same at Norris so the water levels could drop downstream. Above Norris Dam, those levels were about 6 feet above Summer Pool when officials made the decision to spill. A spokesperson with TVA said about 30,000 gallons a second were rushing from the dam when all three gates opened, and they have now increased that flow to 70,000 gallons a second. TVA plans to keep the spill gates open to bring the levels just a little under Summer Pool as a buffer due to the chance of even more rain over the upcoming weekend. Well, this year marks the 47th annual Fishing Derby and fundraising campaign hosted by the RoHo organization that has been in operation since 1965. Held at the Beach Island Resort and Marina, Bubba Brew's Sports Pub and Grill in Union County, the tournament will take place on May 6th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. and May 7th from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tickets are $5 each or $130. 30 tickets. Each contestant is eligible to win door prizes as well as cash prizes. The money raised from ticket sales will go towards an early December Christmas shopping spree for 370 plus children at the Middlesboro Walmart. The RoHo Fishing Derby and fundraising campaign is a time-honored tradition for the community, as well as a wonderful chance to give back and help those in need. You can purchase tickets from the Beach Island Marina, Rigsby's Bait and Tackle, East End Pond, Shylock's Pond, and Tazewell. You can also contact Larry Carter of Bluegrass for Breakfast right here at LMU. You can also purchase them at Hillcrest Lanes, Jim Brown Supply, and many others. Now you can also buy them from any RoHo member. For more information on sponsors that are participating, schools, and other businesses, you can contact RoHo Charitable Trust Incorporated at 606-248-3047 or visit their website at www.rohofishing.org. The Claiborne County Sheriff's Office is looking for a missing man after he responded to a Craigslist advertisement for a job. According to the Sheriff's Office, Joseph Williams was last seen on April 25th when deputies performed a welfare check at his home in New Tazewell. They say that nothing was found out of the ordinary, but there were no signs of Williams. The family told investigators that Williams was planning to work on April 26th with a man named Ben who he had met on Craigslist just 6 months ago. They say that he has done work with him before and was planning on heading to the Crossville area around 7 o'clock that morning. Anyone with any information on possible whereabouts is encouraged to contact the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office at 423-626-3385. Well, keep it right here because we've got more news coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Got a quarter?
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Welcome back. Well, it's that time of year. Seniors across campus are preparing for graduation ceremonies and getting ready to take the next step in life. Commencement dates have been announced, and they are as follows. Undergraduate commencement will be held May 6th at 10 o'clock. DCOM commencement will be held on May 13th at 10 o'clock, followed by the J. Frank White graduation at 1 o'clock. During commencements, all graduates and families must park in the front upper parking lot of Tex Turner Arena. The campus shuttle will run to transport guests from various parking lots on campus directly to the front doors, but that schedule has not yet been announced. Faculty and staff, along with those needing handicap parking and the platform party, will park in the back lower parking lot of Tex Turner Arena. You must present your faculty staff identification in order to park behind the arena. Now you can stay tuned right here to LMU Community TV News for updates on all future commencement ceremonies as well as high school graduation schedules. The founding president of what was then the UK Centre in Cumberland, Dr. Edsel Godbey, will deliver the keynote address May 5th for the 52nd commencement and awarding of degrees at Southeast Kentucky Community and Technical College. The service will begin at 6 o'clock p.m. in the gymnasium of Harlan County High School with 300 students eligible to receive degrees, diplomas, and certificates. A native of Casey County, Dr. Godbey became the president of the college in 1959 and served in that role until 1962. Interim president Dr. Dennis Michaelis said that he is thrilled that Dr. Godbey is serving as this year's speaker and looks forward to his address. Dr. Michaelis invites everyone from all of Southeast service areas of Bell, Harlan, Letcher, and Knox counties to come out to support and commend this year's graduates for all of the others and their hard work. Well, Monday night marked the last night of the spring 2017 Aqua Zumba classes in the LMU Aquatic Center for the semester. Well, coming up next week, they will be closed in the events for lifeguard certification classes. Now, on Monday, May 25th, they will start offering Aqua Zumba on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 5 o'clock in the evenings. The LMU Aquatic Center is very excited to be holding all of these Aqua Zumba classes and hopes that the community as a whole will take advantage of this great summer opportunity. Well, stay right here on LMU Community TV as we bring you the latest information on a murder trial right here in Claiborne County, so don't go anywhere.
This time of year, what do you give? When it's your extra concert, game, or special event tickets to VetTix, you're giving our nation's service members and veterans an amazing experience they'll cherish forever. Plus, you're helping America's heroes de-stress, decompress, and strengthen family bonds. Your gift will do more and mean more than you can imagine. This holiday season, don't just give the experience, give the memory. VetTix, give something to those who gave. For more information on how you can make a difference right now, go to vettix.org.
Daisy is 6 years old, and she is my very best friend. I couldn't live alone without her. I spend a lot of time in my backyard. I feed the birds and the bees. I love my flowers. The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels. I love them. They're my savior. And I look forward to the volunteers because they've all become my friends. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Welcome back. A man found guilty of second-degree murder of a Speed woman was recently sentenced. Roy Michael Ford was found guilty of second-degree murder on January 26 by a Claiborne County Criminal Court jury. He was sentenced by Judge Shane Sexton to 17 years at 100% Tennessee Department of Corrections confinement. 60-year-old Ford of Speedwell was charged after an altercation with Billy Scott Brogan that occurred along the shoulder of Highway 63 on May 30th of 2015. According to the police report, the investigation revealed that Ford fatally shot Brogan with a .38 special handgun during the course of the incident. The report continues that Brogan attempted to flee after shots were fired, but he collapsed near the rear of his own vehicle and landed face down in a ditch. The handgun and 3 spent shell casings were retrieved from the scene. Ford was arrested at the scene and booked into the Claiborne County Jail under a $500,000 secured bond. Later, while under care at the Claiborne Medical Center, Ford reportedly assaulted a nurse and 2 sheriff's deputies on June 3, 2015. In September 2015, a grand jury indicted Ford for second-degree murder, attempted escape, and 3 counts of assault. At trial and sentencing, the state was represented by Jared Effler and Assistant District Attorney Generals Graham Wilson and Matthew McClung. A Pineville man led 3 local law enforcement agencies on a chase Saturday that began when he allegedly fled from a traffic stop. A Middlesboro police officer attempted to stop a vehicle around 8 in the morning driven by 26-year-old Jacob Slusher. In the report, it states the officer saw Slusher moving inside the vehicle as if trying to hide something. He turned onto 15th Street and pulled the car over when the officer was joined by a second officer to assist on the traffic stop. The report states that Slusher was shaking, sweating, and had dilated pupils. He did not have a driver's license but did provide insurance, and when the officers asked him to step out of the car, he sped away. The officers went after him and led them through the mall parking lot, the Gulf gas station, directly into traffic and onto Highway 25 at a high rate of speed. At one point, Slusher was driving into oncoming traffic. A park ranger joined the pursuit near the off-ramp to Cumberland Gap National Historical Park. Slusher continued into Harrogate and onto Bristol Road, where he lost control of his car and wrecked in a sharp curve. He then fled on foot into a wooded area. Officers continued to search for Slusher but were unable to locate him. A warrant for his arrest has been issued and he is facing several felony charges. If you know of the whereabouts of Jacob Kirk Slusher, please contact the Middlesboro Police Department at 606-246-3636. An alleged dispute between a husband and wife led to the wife's arrest on Monday. A news release from the Bell County Sheriff's Department says that they were dispatched to a call on Bill Branch Road regarding a problem between a husband and wife. When officers arrived, the husband, Monroe Slusher, said that his wife, Susan, had been intentionally unplugging his oxygen machine, causing him difficulty breathing. The officer then spoke to the wife on the phone and asked her if she had been unplugging the machine, and she responded to him that she did not care if Monroe died. She went on to say that she wanted a divorce and did not care anymore. The officer advised her of the severity of her statements as well as the consequence of what she said and asked if she was serious about her intentions and then told her that she could go to jail. The release continues to say that Susan told the deputy to come and get her. When the deputy spoke to her, she advised that she wanted to go to jail and that she didn't care about her husband or what she had been doing to his oxygen tank. 62-year-old Susan Slusher was arrested and lodged in the Bell County Detention Center. She was charged with second-degree endangerment. She was then released 12 hours later on a $5,000 secure bond. Well, be sure you keep it right here on LMU Community TV News as Brandon Burke brings you the latest information in the world of sports from right here on campus to around the region.
So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't have
I really
another
hope we
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. It's gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
I like to eat apples and bananas. I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back. The Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitter baseball team is now at the top of the mountain in the South Atlantic Conference, as on Monday afternoon from Smoky Stadium in Kodak, Tennessee, LMU bested the Carson Newman Eagles by the score of 9-4 to become the 2017 SAC Tournament champions. In a season that got off to a very rocky start, the Rail Splitters headed into the tournament over the weekend as arguably the hottest team in the South Atlantic Conference, as Lincoln Memorial was clearly not the same squad that began the 2017 campaign with a 1-7 overall record. Thanks to an exceptional winning streak late in the season and stellar play against the rest of the league, the Rail Splitters managed to hold the second-place spot in the final season conference standings, sitting only behind the first-place Indians of Catawba College. Lincoln Memorial reeled off 11 consecutive victories to close out the regular season, with a loss to the Anderson Trojans in Game 3 of a 3-game series, the only dent in LMU's resume heading into the postseason. The second-seeded Rail Splitters found themselves in a heated battle in the opening round of the conference tournament as the Tusculum Pioneers, the usual powerhouse in the SAC, fell to Lincoln Memorial by the score of 11-7 on Friday evening. The Rail Splitters would put in a more complete performance the following night, dismantling the Newberry Wolves 13-0 to move on to the semifinals. With only 4 teams remaining in the SAC tournament, Sunday afternoon provided a heavyweight showdown between the 2 best teams in the conference over the course of the regular season. The Catawba Indians, the top dog in the South Atlantic Conference and the 15th ranked team in the nation, went head-to-head with the Rail Splitters, and Lincoln Memorial would prevail, coming out on top 10-6 to advance to the championship contest. That matchup would take place on Monday afternoon versus LMU's most heated rival in the conference, the Eagles of Carson Newman. In the 4th contest in as many days for the Rail Splitters, LMU simply would not be denied in Kodak, defeating the Eagles by 5 runs to hoist the SAC Tournament Championship trophy high. The Rail Splitters would have to climb out of an early 1-0 hole in the opening inning as Carson Newman opened up the scoring in the first period before Lincoln Memorial retaliated in the second inning with 2 runs of their own. LMU added 2 more runs in the 5th inning of play, but after taking that 4-1 lead, the Eagles answered with 3 scores in the bottom of the period to even things up at 4 apiece. Unfortunately for the Eagles, that would put the finishing touches on the scoring for Carson Newman on the afternoon, as the final 5 runs of the title game were scored by the Rail Splitters, 3 in the 6th and 1 apiece in the 7th and the 8th innings to secure the victory. Senior Cody Henson would grab the W in the championship outing, pitching just over 1 inning, allowing only 2 hits and no runs. Following LMU's historic day, the South Atlantic Conference Tournament Awards were announced, dominated by Lincoln Memorial. Redshirt senior Timmy Wages was named the SAC Tournament Most Valuable Player, headlining a class of 7 Rail Splitters that were tabbed all-conference honors. Logan Augustine, Brandon Jean, Ethan Elliott, Chase Randolph, Tyler Adams, and Muta Crusoe were named to the all-tournament squad in addition to Wages, capping off a postseason run that seemingly has just begun for the Rail Splitters. The SAC tournament title victory is the 2nd in school history as LMU joins the 2013 squad as conference champions, a tournament that also saw Lincoln Memorial get the better of Carson Newman in that title contest. With a 33-17 overall record and winners of 15 of their last 16, Lincoln Memorial now receives an automatic bid to the 2017 NCAA Division II Southeast Regional Tournament, which will be held from May 18th through May 22nd at a site to be determined. The Rail Splitters will await their seeding on May 14th to continue their magical postseason run. And on Wednesday afternoon, from the campus of Lincoln Memorial University, J. Frank White Academy's baseball team faced off against the Eagles of First Baptist Academy. And for more on that contest, here's Adam Haley.
A special weekday afternoon game did not go the way the J. Frank White Academy Knights would have liked, as the visiting First Baptist Academy Eagles made the short trip from Powell to Harrogate to win a 5-inning contest 10-0. While the Knights' student base were having fun in the stands, the Eagles would score in all 5 innings from the plate, scoring twice in the first, 1 run in the second, and in the third innings, before exploding for 4 runs in the fourth and 2 more in the fifth to complete the run rule. First Baptist center fielder Grooms led the Eagles with a 4-for-4 performance with 3 singles, a triple, and 3 runs. All told, the Eagles would total 13 hits compared to the Knights' 1. This was the final home game of the 2017 season for the Knights, and they're scheduled to hit the road on Friday to face Maryville Christian. Reporting for LMU Community TV Sports, I'm Adam Haley.
The Tennessee Smokies began a 5-game home series against the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp on Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. from Kodak, Tennessee, and will resume the series on Thursday at 12 o'clock noon. Games 3 and 4 of the series on Friday and Saturday will take place at 7 p.m., while the final contest of the 5-game set will have first pitch on Sunday at 2 p.m. The Smokies currently stand at 15-10 overall, which is good for 2nd place in the Southern League North. The Jumbo Shrimp, meanwhile, hold an 11-14 mark in the opposite Southern League South, as the Smokies are coming off of a 3-2 series victory on the road at the Mississippi Braves last weekend. Following Tennessee's upcoming 5-game set with Jacksonville, the Smokies will then head on the road to face the league-leading Jackson Generals next week. And for more information on Tennessee Smokies baseball, you can visit www.smokiesbaseball.com. And that is all for sports over the week, but keep it right here on LMU Community TV News after this.
What do we know about learning? It takes place beyond the pages of a book. We learn by exploring, by trying new things, by connecting, by sharing. We learn by taking chances and dreaming big. At Lincoln Memorial University, learning is beyond the books. It's everywhere.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Bro? Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit SaveTheFood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs. And you learned how to not ignore yours. I discovered how to make healthier meals, and I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
And that is going to do it for this week's LMU Community TV News. Thank you for joining us today. We will see you again on Monday. For everyone here at LMU Community TV, I am Ashley Collingsworth. Have a great weekend.